And this is one of my dogs, Hope. Her name is Hope. We picked her up one day when we came from the mall and she was in the street. She was a little puppy. Picked her up, took her in, and that week she had cat flu. So took her to the vet, whole thing to get her sorted out, but got her sorted out and she's happy. I call her Blinky because she's always got this shine to her, and blink is the word in Afrikaans for shine, so I called her Blinky as a nickname. All my dogs have got a name and a nickname. And then there's Christy. Christy is also a brindle doggy that I picked up. She's a bit shy. She actually changed a bit. We had a robbery one day. Christy, kom hier so juffrou. Her name is Juffrou. That's what I actually call her. And I picked her up 12, I think that's 12 years ago. And went to visit some friends, got to them, and on our way back, no, it was on the way to them. We actually, I just saw in the corner of my eye, I saw this dog in a ditch. She's going around that side now. And I turned back and I found her. She was a little puppy, very, very thin at that moment. She didn't have anything to eat for a long time, and let's just introduce her. Sharky. This is Sharky. That's Ruby. I'm going to show you Ruby there as well. Oh no, there she goes in. I'll open up in a minute there. But Christy, back to Christy. She's, how can I put it? When I picked her up, she was really very thin. She was on the verge of dying. And brought her home. I had to take off ticks from her. There was probably 1,000 ticks on her. And she was only a small little dog. And she survived. And she's shy. That's more what it is. I call her Juffrou because that's the word for what you call someone in school, the miss that teaches you. So that's what I called her. Her personality changed a bit a couple of years ago when we had a robbery. We had some robbers that came in. They actually climbed over the electric fence here, and cut open the gate, and they came in here, and I think they hurt her. So she became a little bit, how can I put it, not agitated, just shy, scared. So been working on that for some time, but she is doing good, and she's actually quite a vicious type of dog. Not that she is vicious, but she's expecting me to do something now. That's why it looks funny to her, me recording her. And yeah, you can see her shaking there a little bit. So she's got a little bit of emotional damage. But she's doing good. When I just arrived here now, she came running to me, and just when I took out my phone, she started finding me suspicious. Let me see if she comes to me when I call her. And this is Bobby. This is actually the grandpa of some of these cats around this area, and you'll see the difference in the color of his eyes. We raised him like we raised Enzo, right next to us, and one night his eye just had a problem, and well, he's better now. Let me just put it like that. But his eyes is a little bit, there's something wrong with it. The color is totally different from the one to the other one. But he's fine, and he's been living here for, I'd say, 9 years. So you'll see his face. There's Jeffrou again. I don't feel sorry for her. She's got a great life. She's just finding me suspicious right now. And I got her the same day one of my friend's son was born. So I can always just ask him, hey, when was he born? And then they tell me. And I know exactly how old she is. So I know she's 12. But she wants to go in there now. But no, she's gonna... They already ate. She's just thinking, what's gonna happen now? Kom hier so. No, she doesn't want to. Sharky, he just came here one day. Someone came past and sold him to us. So also for probably about $5 or so. That's how much you pay for a dog on the streets, because it's normally people that just need something or want something to go and buy food or whatever with, and when they've got a dog with them, you know, it turns out that even if you buy it, it's a rescue. Let me open up for this one. He looks vicious on that side. Now he's not. And that is Ruby. I just ate as well. Now Ruby was that another time that we had a robbery. We had that robbery that day, and when when the gate was opened, that was this gate that I'm on my way to now. This tree is smelling amazing. The jasmine has stopped blooming now, and now we're smelling this the whole place through. It smells great. And yeah, this gate over here, and Ruby came in and stayed. That was 14 December 2009 that happened actually. So yeah, all my dogs, they came all different ways. But Enzo and Diego, he just wants to say hi quickly. And then this is Katas. I call her Katas lately. She had a couple of names, but that one stuck. So just watch that tail. They're actually hungry. They're waiting for me to feed them now. So I'm gonna quickly go and feed them. And this is Kennedy again. Now Bobby is definitely his dad. Look at that face. He looks exactly like his dad. Just he's got this little thing on his chin, and that's why I call him Kennedy, because Ken is the word for chin in Afrikaans. So I call him Kennedy. That's like little chin, basically. And he is one of those cats that's living in the wild and eating at home. And then there is Puffcat, because of what she looks like. She's one of these puffy cats, so I call her Puffcat. Puffcat in Afrikaans. Alright, and it's time to get their food ready again. I just thought I want to show guys what the African sun is like. This roll, this is synthetic lawn that I'm going to be installing here. And this is what happens when you leave stuff in the sun. This is 2-3 months. And look at what happens. I'm still going to install this in their area, over there. But people don't really know what this African sun is like. Look at this. And that's on the side. If I take it there where it has not had much sun, it's strong, it's perfect. Nothing wrong with it. But if you look at this, look how it falls apart. That is the African sun. So people don't really realize, when you look at that tiger, he's not designed for South Africa. He cannot handle that sun where a lion can. A lion can take his shade with him in the form of the hair around his neck. Africa is not to be compared with one of like a Siberian tiger. If you take in Siberia, it's totally different. And I think people should realize that when you compare these tigers with releasing them in the wild, you have to release them in the right wild. You cannot release them somewhere else. This tiger will burn up in the sun. So they need all the shade that you see here on the trees and stuff. I'm really putting a lot into getting them as much shade as possible. Tigers do not like the sun. They said on the previous video, when Enzo walks, he will walk in the shade and then he will avoid the sun areas and he will go straight to the rest of the shade. He will try and step onto the shade immediately. Yeah, just look at this. Can you believe it? This is real African sun that does this. If you look at that closely, it's turning into a powder. I will get the date on when I put this down here. It's really, this sun is not to be negotiated with. So message in this video is, if you release an animal into the wild, you need to release them into the right wild. They do not belong in this wild that we are able to offer them in South Africa. And that is why I prefer to keep them in this smaller, controlled environment where they can have green, where they can have, it's artificial turf, but it's green. If I take this artificial turf out and I try and get grass to grow here, they're going to be in a sand pit, and that is why I've got the synthetic lawn. And it works, and it works well. It's the best thing that I think you can have for them. Diego going into the pool, they've got some water in the pool. He did tear out some of the fiberglass that I've been busy installing to fix up the hole that he made in the pool. So everything is coming right. It takes a bit of time. Let's see if I can get him there by the water. It's not much water, but you cannot give them no water at all. Tigers need water. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I always say thanks guys, I mean guys and girls. So if I say that, please know what I mean. I've been getting a lot of messages. Sometimes I say something and just because I didn't say something else doesn't mean I didn't mean that as well. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe. I'm going to reveal a lot of things about tigers. Nothing that I've just searched online. Things that I've noticed, that I know of, that I've seen with my own eyes. And I'll try and I hope that I can influence a lot of people in this way, so they can save a lot of animals and, well, release them in the right areas. Have a good day.